Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Well, today I have the honor of having Gary the Gear coming down to visit me here in Moose Jaw to do a walk around of the Nova and a bit of a shop tour. So I wanted to set the camera up and give you guys a little bit of a behind the scenes on what it really takes to make a YouTube video. So sit back, watch, and enjoy.
Okay, I'll do my 2-second intro and then I'll introduce you.
You bet.
And if we could start with this,
Okay.
and then do a little bit of a tour of your garage, including the license plates, and we'll throw the bikes in there, we'll look at the bikes, and then we'll touch on that little car show if we could.
Excellent. We're going to do it in 3 parts?
No, we'll just do it all.
Okay.
I don't edit. It's just solid. Once we start, we're going.
No problem.
I'm old school. I'm not as high tech as you.
Oh, well, I'm not as high tech either.
Ready?
Yep.
There was something I was going to say here. Can't remember what the hell I was going to say. Hey guys, welcome back. So in this episode, we actually made a trip down to Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan to visit my good buddy Mike. Hi Mike.
How you doing, Gary?
Good.
Honored to have you down here.
Yeah, thanks for being on the channel. I always wanted to come. This is a long time coming, this video. You did a video with me a couple seasons ago in the wintertime. You actually made the trip down in the winter, 20 degrees below zero, and the highways were shitty. Anyways, I wanted to return the favor and come. You've built a shop here, Mike.
I did so.
This
over
is
the last
incredible.
Couple of years.
Yeah, very nice. We're going to look at the shop. We're going to do the tour, look at the bikes. First off, I got to look at this car. Okay. This is your 71 Nova.
Absolutely, yep.
This appears on the channel.
Yep.
You've done a ton of work to this, and now I'm finally laying eyes on it for the first time. Tell me about your car. How long have you had it?
Well, I've had this car, close to 10 years now. It's a kind of a short, long story. I'll shorten the story up, but this car was originally bought by a school teacher in Moose Jaw, and she was single, and she drove it for many years, and then when she couldn't drive anymore, she actually sold the car to a young guy in town here. His dad had bought it for him to drive to school, and this young guy didn't like it because it had 2 extra doors. So my son at the time saw it for sale the next day. So really, he ended up buying the car, and I had a 65 Impala, and we kind of did a deal, and I swapped him for this car.
Oh, okay. So
that's how I ended up with the car. I always say I'm the 3rd owner, but really, if you really look at it, I'm the 2nd owner on the car. You know, if you take out that little bit of 2 or 3 days the other guy owned it. It's a 46,000 mile original car, and if we want to start, we'll go around the car. We can kind of show you. The car's got the all the factory fancy trim. It's got the 2-tone paint, so it's code 43 down here in lime green, and code 11 on the roof, which is Arctic white. And there was roughly, in my research, I think about 1,700 cars that were sold from the factory in this color combination.
In this format.
In this format. It's kind of hard to, figure out exactly how many cars, but near as I can tell, about 1,700 and some cars.
So it's a low production number, and it is very minty. Can we open the door there, Mike?
So again, I put a Dakota digital dash in it, and when you open the door, you can see the dash kind of do that sort of deal thing when you open the door.
Very nice. I really minty interior. These door panels, the seats, everything is original.
Panels, headliner, it's all original. I mean, this is the only marks in the in the armrest.
Very nice shape.
This car is so low option, it doesn't even have a cigarette lighter in it. It's got an ashtray, but it's got lighter delete. The car came with a radio. That was the only option. And the car came with a torque drive transmission.
Oh.
And that's Power Glide transmission that doesn't have a valve body in it to shift the car. So
You've changed that up though. You've installed on your channel.
Yep.
A Turbo 350 transmission.
Yep.
You've done a lot of work here.
I've done a Turbo 350 with a 2600 stall converter in it, and it's woken this car right up.
Wow. Wow, I like this.
Yep.
Well, the bare bones cars are the ones that made the nicest, race cars back in the day also, you know, the 300s and the Chevelles. And anyway,
Absolutely, yeah. And
so this is a 4-door, 6-cylinder car. It's very different and unique, and I like that because we were just talking about this, it gets repetitive. You see a lot of different cars. You don't see a lot of 4-doors of anything, and you don't see a lot of cars with this type of stuff on it. You've done lots of work here. And you've got more to go on. You've got a whole shelf full of parts.
I got tons of parts. I've got an Aussie Speed intake to go and a quick fuel carburetor to go on it. I've got a Pertronix distributor with HEI ignition. I've put power front disc brakes on the car.
Yeah.
I put QA1 coilovers in it and a chrome Molly sway bar in it. I put the cowl induction hood on it. This is a steel hood. I put
and the chin spoiler.
The chin spoiler on it. And the unique thing is, everybody asks me what year car is it. Well, the license plate's a dead giveaway. It's a 1971. But the other thing is it's 71-007. I always say it's Mr. Bond's Nova because of the license plate.
That's cool.
And this car is registered in Saskatchewan to run with this plate.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. Back and front I've put the
halos.
Halo headlights in it.
So a lot of this stuff appears on your channel, and I should mention this, Mr. Heated Jackets Quebec Garage. You're an automotive YouTuber as well. A lot of these things like the disc brakes, all these features you've added all appear on your channel.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I put all LED bulbs in the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the car is complete with LED bulbs, and if we have a look quick at the trunk,
a nice Corvette rallies all around.
Corvette rallies, and then if you do swing around for a second, I've debated this for a little while. I want to kind of go back to old school, and I've got a set of brand new Torque Thrust D rims to go on the car.
Those are nice.
So I'm going to change it up a little bit and take the rallies off of it. It's going to be, again, this is a day 2 car.
Yeah.
Right? So trunk, original paint.
Yeah, original.
The whole car's
jack
pretty
sticker.
much original paint. The trunk pan is good. The jack's never been out of the car. It's still got the mark on it. The factory mark. Still got the factory mark in here.
Chalk marks everywhere. Yeah. Really nice.
The car's got a really bunch of oddball parts. This is a late production Nova. So it's got the 1972 taillight lenses in it. They're supposed to be the small little bars in 71, so it's got that on it. It's got a 72 wiring harness in it, and it has a 72 washer bottle in it.
Oh, okay.
So when I went to wire the LEDs in, I was having some trouble with some stuff, and I finally figured out it had a 72 wiring harness in it. So I got that straightened out. So it's a late production car.
Oh, cool.
It was built the 3rd week of March in 1971, which would make it a late car because these cars would have been started production in September, right, for the fall sales of the 71 year.
Very cool.
You've also... of course, I put it's got the factory dual outlet muffler on it, which ends up with dual exhaust.
Right. Yeah, I noticed that. And I remember you installing a fuel tank in this very recently.
So it needed a sender, so I put we had the tank out, I just decided to put a whole new tank and sender in it. And go from there. The old tank was perfect, but
it's out. Might as well. Yeah, this is a great time.
It's out. I may as well put a new tank.
Yeah. So. Lots of stuff appears on your channel. I'm a subscriber. I'm going to ask you guys to please subscribe to Mike's channel as well. Mr. Heated Jackets Quebec Garage. Now, did we cover the Nova pretty good?
Yeah, we got the Nova covered perfect.
Yeah. Let's scan your brand new shop here. You've got a couple of nice Harleys in here as well. This is yours.
This is mine. Yep. It's a 2016 Street Bob. I mean, all I've done is put a windshield on it and a sissy bar and a rack and a couple of bags on it. It's a nice bike. 103 cubic inch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful Harley. And your wife also rides a Harley.
Yes, she
And
has
it's
an old...
a Sportster.
Yeah, she has an old Sportster. I think it's 1200 cc. I don't know exactly how big the bike is. And it's got a I think it's a 79 engine and an 81 frame or whatever. I don't exactly know, but it's been pieced together to make this bike. It's got a bit of a sumping problem in the pan right now, and I've got a check valve I got to fix on it. But yeah, we haven't had time to ride any bikes this year. This one's dusty and dirty from the work I had done in the shop this winter.
You've been a busy guy, but you did get some seat time in the Nova, which is good.
For sure.
And you've got a nice license plate collection too on the wall here. These are all 71 plates?
Yeah, 1970s. These are all 1971 plates. So these plates here would have appeared on every car in 1971 if you were to drive the Nova across Canada. So and this starts from the Yukon and goes all the way to Newfoundland and Labrador. So you'd have seen all these plates that year in 71.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a nice collection.
Yeah, and then the other collections just goes back to 55 every year for up to 1977 when they came out with the new plate. And that,
yes.
And that plate was on my Impala when I first licensed my Impala.
Very nice.
But yeah.
So this shop has been up for how long now?
So I did the concrete work in 2 years ago, and then the price of lumber went stupid, as everybody knows. So I finished the concrete work, and again, the Quebec garage comes from having a couple of those covered tarps.
Yes.
That my son and I call Quebec garages.
Yeah.
So I had 2 of these tarp covered garages sitting in here, and that's what the cars were stored in for a year. And I had no shop. And then last year in the spring, we put the shop up, and I designed the shop around the lift.
Yeah.
I wanted a lift, so it's got a vaulted ceiling in it. It's got high lift doors, and then the other cool thing I did is that when I open a door, if you watch this other light over here, Gary, I'll just do this quick. When you open the door,
very cool. You got a lot of neat trick stuff here.
Yeah, that light will come on for. That light will come on for 4 minutes. So it'll stay on now and flash on us now for 4 minutes.
Very cool. And you got 2 overheads.
Yes, I've got 2 overhead doors here.
Well, actually 3 overheads.
And I've got a drive-through into the yard.
Oh.
I like in the fall and in the spring, I like to work in the shop with the door open. And I didn't want the door open to the alley. Yeah. Right? So I can open this door here. And then the thing is at the end is to actually pour a patio or something out there so we can sit on.
Oh, okay.
Just out behind the shop.
Good idea.
Again, I lose that wall space, but with a 10-foot ceiling, I gain it all back around the top.
Yeah, this is nice. Nice vaulted ceiling. A lot of thought went into this. I know you had done a lot of planning. You've got beautiful side openers on your doors. I like that.
I don't have a side opener on is the one to the yard, which I really don't need it.
Yeah. I just want to walk around, give everybody a look at this beautiful garage. And lots of nice equipment in here as well.
Yeah, just a junk, press, my grinder, my drill press. I kind of got them a bit higher up level so I can work at them standing up or I can sit down at a bench. Yeah. To work on. Flam cabinet. Again, this is this is a corner that, I have a completely stocked flam cabinet.
Oh, cool.
Full of stuff.
And your mezzanine full of parts. You got all kinds. Here's that quick feel technology. A lot of these parts are going to make their way onto the Nova eventually. Maybe this winter. Maybe next spring. Yeah, this winter, next spring. We'll see how time goes. But yeah, it's again, it's a shop. I don't want to call it a garage. I want to kind of call it a shop. Yeah. But no. Spent a lot of time out here now working on stuff. Part of my Lego collection, as you can see, is along the top wall there. Yeah, I caught that. I got Lego back on the other side. I got Lego in the house. That's also something you see on Mike's channel. He's building lots of Lego, and these are pretty elaborate pieces. Yeah. These are not for the faint of heart. These are functional large machines. Like you, I remember you did the cat. It was
correct.
Operated with your phone, a phone app.
That's correct. You betcha.
Very cool.
Yeah.
There's something coming up here in Moose Jaw very shortly. It's the 16th of September. Now you did a little bit of promotion on your channel.
That's the second annual Downtown Moose Jaw Association Incorporated Show, Little Chicago Show and Shine.
Yeah.
That's a huge mouthful. That's but last year there was just over 200 and some cars that came downtown for the show, and it was an overwhelming success. So this year they're having it again, September the 16th. It's open from 10 to 3:30 p.m. to the public. I don't know, and I don't want to say, I don't know what time the cars are going to start showing up. I would think around 8:39 guys are going to start, pouring into downtown. It's a fairly quick operation to get parked. It's very well organized. And again, they've got, I do believe I heard right now, they've got 220 cars registered. And they've got room this year for 300.
300 cars.
300 cars. So I hope it, some of you guys that watch the channel, if you're from out of town, you can attend. I mean, from in town, guys, come on down and watch it. Right this year they have, and I don't know them all, but they've got some major sponsorships from the food vendor, like the restaurants downtown. I know the Crush Can is promoting this heavily. The Mad Greek, I do believe. Again, I don't know how many restaurants downtown are promoting it, but I understand they've all gone on board to promote it.
Yeah.
And we want to have you guys down, and
yeah.
Of course the Nova.
It'll be there.
Everything working fine. The Nova should be there.
Cool.
Push, pull, or drag, it's going to get there.
So you've got room for 300. This is the Moose Jaw. This is the big one in Moose Jaw.
This is the biggest one in Moose Jaw.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's even bigger than the Father's Day one down at the skating oval. They get about 200 cars. And this one's even bigger. The downtown ambience is absolutely fun. Last year, you couldn't. It's like a mini, like the mini Saskatoon show.
Yeah.
Right. Or
like the Cruise Day, a mini version of that.
Or a little mini, like Weyburn has one. I do believe downtown. It's kind of like a mini Weyburn show, and I think it's going to grow to be. If this year it ends up with 300 cars, we could end up with who knows how many next year.
Yeah,
again, we don't
300 cars.
Too big, but
that's a nice show.
Yeah.
That's a nice size show.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you at the Little Chicago deal on September the 16th.
Yep.
And you guys, if you could please subscribe to Mike's channel, Mr. Heated Jackets Quebec Garage. I'm going to put a link in the description of this video. And also, while you're there, please wish Mike a happy birthday. It's his birthday today.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Another year older.
Yeah.
Another year with aching bones.
Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate the tour. It was fun to come down and visit you. And we'll see everybody next week. See you guys.
Bye.
That was good. Thank you, sir.
Oh, absolutely. Well done.
Hopefully we caught what you wanted over there.
Oh, it was.
We kind of moved around.
That's fine. We're talking and we're walking and
up the audio.
Yeah, it would have been. It'll be okay. Yeah.
Enjoyed that.
Oh, so did I. That's great. So I hope you enjoyed that behind the scenes on making of a YouTube video. A lot of work goes into these if you don't already know it. We spend a lot of time behind the camera and in front of a computer editing, getting all this stuff ready for uploads to YouTube. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed what it takes to make a behind the scenes video. And again, I want to thank Gary and his wife for coming down today and bringing a really cool birthday cake that we enjoyed, and having a visit and having a look at the new shop. So again, thanks a lot, Gary and Denise, for coming down. And like, share, and subscribe, everybody, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. See you later. Bye.